whether you have your first client or your 13th client or 103rd client, once we improve our social media, it makes it easier and easier for people to find us. And I actually asked Kath. Kath does wonderful parenting coaching, and she's done absolutely fantastic presentations for parenting. A lot of amazing results in the parenting. But when I first opened up Kath's Facebook, I was like, wow. And it's not my niche or anything, but I spent like 20 or 30 minutes just watching her Facebook, watching what she was doing, watching her videos. And one of the videos, I just watched it like 4 times like this, like play again. And then like I shared it with a couple of friends. It was like, that was just like awesome. Totally excellent. I mean, it's not my niche, but I had such a reaction to it. So I asked Kath to come in and share today for everyone.
But I hope that today will help you see that it's a clear strategy that you can implement and anybody can do it.
Hi there, Adrian here, and this is a video from a Zoom session that we do. We do these Zoom sessions every Sunday, and we take questions and answers from the audience, some of our students, some of our members. We never know what questions are coming up, so I'm always excited to do these sessions, and I hope to see you at one of them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below and check out the other playlists that we have. Thank you, enjoy.
Okay, so I'm going to start along. So today we're not just speaking about how to use social media, but actually how to create a community on social media. The key word of social media is social, and we forget that. We end up scrolling on social media for hours on end and not actually remembering that we need to be social on social media. And how do we create a community? Through social interactions. So a little bit about myself. I am a parent coach. That is my niche. But over the past 2 years, I have been self-studying a lot of social media and how to use social media for my business. I founded my practice in 2020. And I had very little knowledge about social media. I knew how to use it as a consumer, but not as a creator and a business owner. And so I dug deep into reading everything that I can, listening to all the podcasts, and even signing up with a business coach to help me get clarity on how to use social media as a creator and business owner. So you can find me over at Nourishing Parenthood on Instagram. That is where I am most interactive on social media. And you can see what I do there. Okay, so let's dig into social media marketing and SMM. If you've seen SMM around, that means social media marketing. Social media is part of your marketing mix. It is not necessarily the only way you market your business. We get so clued up and stuck on, oh, my social media is not working, my business is not working. And we forget about that there's other ways to market our business as well. And that social media should fit into those types of marketing as well. So creating your marketing mix, creating the different ways that you market your business, whether it's social media, in real life, through content like a podcast or YouTube videos or a blog, those are all different ways to market. And it creates a network of marketing, like a mixing. I kind of think it, you put everything inside this bowl, mixing all the different types of marketing, and you get your marketing cake at the end. And this marketing cake is what you hand out to your audience. They eat the cake, they love the cake, they ask you for more. We also forget that marketing is the oxygen to your business. Without marketing, your business will not survive. We focus a lot on the finances of our business, but before you actually can get finances into your business, you need marketing. So how can we use social media to create more oxygen for our business? The first thing to define is your values. What are your values for your business? And oftentimes this will link to your personal values. Take time and think about your values, because that will then tell you what are your business goals. So for your business goals, you have your SMART goals, which is your motivational tool. What do you want your business to achieve? And then you have your KPIs, which is a performance evaluation tool. So you have your overall KPIs. I'm not going to get deep into KPIs or SMART motivational goals for your business right now, but take a note of it and evaluate this in your business. What are your KPIs for marketing? How are you evaluating the performance of your marketing? Marketing comes down to strategy. Marketing comes down to metrics, and it needs to be evaluated. If you're not keeping track of your marketing, then how do you know if your marketing is working? How do you know that your social media marketing and engagement is working? So we see it as a tool for our business, and we take away our identity, our worth and value as a person or as a business onto that marketing. See it as goals and strategies instead of putting your worth onto that. Because yes, our brand is us, our business is us, our business is like our baby. But when we start putting our worth and our value into that, we forget that it's something that can be measured and that we can tweak it to work for us instead of us working for it and spending so much time on it and for putting out. And then when it doesn't work, we think that we are not working, that we are failing, when we're not. We just need to rearrange our marketing. So now that you've got your goals, you've set out your goals, we need to be clear on who are you talking to. If you don't know who you're talking to, it's like you have a loudspeaker and you're shouting out your message, but you don't have any feedback. No one is coming to you, and that is the whole point. You are creating oxygen for your business, bringing in more sales for your business. So I don't like the term ideal client avatar. You're not selling to an avatar, you're selling to real people. So get to know real people. Who is your client? Who is the person that you want to work with? You know that person. Maybe part of that is you or who you were. You know where that person is. You know where that person has been. What are they struggling with? What are they thinking when they struggle with things? So let's actually do a little exercise to get clarity on your ideal client. Like every person, your ideal client is a real person, and they are complex. They're not one-sided. When we see our ideal client as a person, it makes it more real. It makes it more reachable instead of seeing it as a one-sided avatar that we have thought about, but we haven't gotten to know. So let's take 5 minutes to think about, we're just going to think about one common recurring struggle that your ideal client faces again and again. Then paint that picture. How does this struggle play out in her or their daily life? What is that specific moment? What is happening in that moment? Where are they in that moment? What are they seeing in that moment? And then how does that struggle make them feel about themselves? What are they telling themselves when this happens? What are the thoughts that are going through their mind? When we are clear about what our client needs, solution that they need, because we know their problem so well, we are able to pitch them that solution and sell them the solution, the transformation, instead of just selling them our product or our service. Okay, so now you know more about your client. You have more clarity. We have to get into market research. And I know this scares so many entrepreneurs. Oh my goodness, how do I do market research? There are many different ways that you can do market research, and it is so important to do market research before you actually start creating your content. So you can do market research by visiting forums like Quora or Reddit, by visiting Facebook groups, finding your client and looking at the language that they are using. How are they speaking about their problem? What solutions are they asking for? You can also use market research with your existing clients and ask them market research questions such as, what is helpful to you in coaching? What would you like more in coaching? What goals are needed for you to get to your solution? Take those pieces of language and record their language. I have an Excel sheet where I record their language. Client's language, what is their problem? What is the solution that they want? And every time you do market research, even when you are just talking to your ideal client or messaging in your DMs, record those key pieces of language. We say this all the time in coaching. When we are coaching clients, we need to use their language. The same is in marketing. When you are marketing to your ideal client, you need to use their language because it's relatable and they identify with it and they feel understood. They feel that they understand, you understand them, and that they can trust you. Once they have trust in you, they are warm and willing to buy from you. Yes, WeChat groups also great. Facebook groups if you're on Facebook, or Telegram groups if you're on Telegram, wherever you are, and there is a group of ideal clients. So mine would be parents, and I would find Facebook groups for parents who want to ask questions about conscious parenting. I record what questions they are asking. I see the words that are always coming up: overwhelm, anxiety, loss of identity, becoming a mom. All of those words I can use in my marketing. Market research also doesn't have to take up all of your time. Set a day a week or a few minutes, like 15 minutes a day, that you would spend on market research. Ask people that you already know in your community if they were willing to step on a 15-minute market research call in exchange for 15 to 30 minutes of free coaching. That way, They get free coaching and get to know what you do, what is your style, and you get to have some market research questions answered. At the end of that market research call, don't sell to them. They don't want to feel, most people don't want to feel at the end of a market research call or coaching session in exchange for market research that you then sell them your offer. They're probably not warm enough. But because they have experienced your coaching for 15 to 30 minutes, they then warm up and they are then either willing to ask you themselves, hey, can we do this again? And then you pitch your sales. So where should you be? This is a question I always get. Where should I be? What platform should I be on? And there's no easy answer. There's no, oh, you should be here. You should be there. You should be everywhere. We think we should be everywhere. And no, you should not be everywhere. You should start with one platform, a platform that you feel comfortable with and where your audience is. Okay, your marketing is like fishing. You're going fishing. Where are the fish? So this is just a general overview of the demographics of users. Facebook, you can see ages 18 to 29 is 70%. The highest age group is 30 to 49, while TikTok, the highest age group is 18 to 29. And I also saw a survey where teenagers, Gen Z, said they would not be seen dead on Facebook. So if you're trying to reach Gen Z, marketing shouldn't be on Facebook. If you're trying to reach ages 30 to 49, you should probably be on Facebook. Myself, I'm trying to reach ages 18 to 29, so I'm more active on Instagram. While if you are B2B, B2B is more successful on LinkedIn. So if you're using another social media platform, and there are so many, and there's more every day, take a look at their demographics and see if this is a good fit for you. So now we actually get to your social media strategy. And I break this up into three things: your funnel, your lead generation, and then your paying clients. Okay, so before you can even start, we need to know, what are you selling? What is your crystal clear offer? So we have your client's language, we have your market research, we have your dream potential client. Now you've actually got to get down to the selling. What are you selling? Is it a one-on-one? Is it group coaching? Is it a course? And with this course or this one-on-one or this group coaching, what are they going to achieve at the end? What is the transformation? They need to know. Start with 3 points. It needs to be outcomes based. They need to know clearly, I'm going to have XYZ at the end of this one-on-one session, at the end of this group coaching course, at the end of this online self-paced course. So they need to also identify the client, show them what are they going to get, tell them about the offer. Identification is, are you a mom who is constantly overwhelmed, suffering with mental health, needs a break? That's just a very short description. This is what you will get from my one-on-one. 1 to 3 points, very specific, outcome-based. Here is the offer. Okay. And once you've got that written down, you can now repurpose it in many different ways. So whether you know it or not, you have a funnel. The clearer you are about the funnel, the easier it is to move potential clients through the funnel. For a long time, I just saw the funnel as a picture, a nice little infographic to tell me what to do, and not thinking that it is actually a 3D funnel that potential clients have to move through, and they will get in the top and the paying client will come out at the bottom. So your social media is free content that is at the top of your funnel. This is to get your clients involved in engagement and talking and warming up to a clarity call, to a sales call, to a recurring customer. Okay, at the end of this, you want advocacy. You want a client who is loyal and who will advocate for you. So take some time to think about, how does your social media marketing fit into this sales funnel? That also is where you're redirecting your customers to. And when you're creating your content, you need to have a call to action with it. If you're just posting content without a call to action, you may as well not post content. It is as simple as that, because your client doesn't know what to do. Great, it's a nice piece of content and they can just scroll on and nothing happens. So what is the purpose of that content? Is it to grow your following? Is it to create awareness? Is it to redirect them to booking a call or messaging you or signing up for your freebie or your email list or joining your group chat? What is the purpose of that content? So when we're creating content, we refer back to the market research, your ideal client's language, and use that in your wording. Create content that is specific to the platform that you have chosen and your client's language. So help them identify with your offer. What does your content do? Does it grow your brand? Grow your social media following? Educate? Create brand awareness? Create problem awareness? Solution awareness? Offer awareness? Or sell? And after each type of content, whether it's a video content, whether it's a post or a blog, there needs to be a call to action. A hook, a nice little hook at the beginning. In a video, short form video, should be about 3 seconds. Get their attention, give them the short body, call to action. Could be as simple as follow for part 2, or tell me what you think in the comments, or book via the link in bio. Saying this also, it takes clients about 8 to 10 different touch points before they do it. So posting one time, like for part 2, or like to follow for more, it's going to take them 10 more times before they actually do that. Unless they're really engaged, they've maybe even binge watched your other content. But know that it does take a while, and that's okay. The more you post, the quicker you will grow. But you should be posting as much as it is possible for you and your health, not for the social media algorithm. We don't work for the social media algorithm. The social media algorithm works for us. We've got to get to help the algorithm to know about us. But if we're just chasing the algorithm the whole time, we are going to burn out. So strategize. Plan what you want to create that, and then schedule or publish. I like to work on a week by week. I have a month overview, but I like to work week by week because trends change so quickly on social media. So my overall message is set, but how I execute that message, I plan week by week. Now, maybe you don't have so much time and you want to do it month by month, and that's absolutely okay. You need to do what works for you, your business, your health, your energy. Another thing that is often forgotten is to create a content vault. Every time you post on social media, record what you post. I have a Google Drive where I have everything categorized from my content pillars. So what I post, conscious parenting education, tips and tricks for helping our children, child advocation. All of those things are constant themes that I post about. And I post my captions, my thoughts inside this vault. So it's so much easier. If I want to do that again, I can go back and repurpose. I don't have to start from scratch. And that brings to repurposing. Repurpose your content. If you make a video, make that video into a post, make that video into a blog post, make that video into a newsletter. There are so many ways that you can repurpose that content, and you don't have to start from scratch all the time. Also, because social media has so many, just in one social media, like Instagram, for instance, you have so many neighborhoods. You have your stories, you have your reels, you have your long videos, you have your posts, you have your carousels. And the more someone engages with carousels, the more someone engages with reels, the more someone engages with those stories, that is what they're going to see on their feed. So why not take that one piece of content and repurpose it into all of those different neighborhoods so that your wider audience can see it? And then you just repeat the cycle.
Now, people can just go and start doing it, but a little bit of time preparing that, just a little bit of time thinking, asking a couple of people, what do you think, Microsoft Teams or Google? Little short discussions like that can save you a lot of time down the track.
Yeah.
Little bit of time clarifying your niche, maybe questioning a few people. You might think, oh, I don't want to question, I don't want to do real market research, I'll just fake it. But doing a little bit of real market research and asking a little bit of real planning will save you, perhaps hours, but maybe it'll actually save you years.
Yeah. It will. It really does. And how do all the big brands always know so clearly who to target and what to do? Because they have whole teams doing market research consistently all the time. So something that is often forgotten is lead generation. This is really where we engage with followers and other accounts and create that community. If we're just posting and ghosting, we're not going to be able to create a community. We need to be social on social media. And again, this doesn't have to take up hours of your day. It can take as little as 15 minutes. So record, again, because marketing has to be measured. Record your lead generation in a spreadsheet or database. Plan what are you going to do every day. And it shouldn't take long. Set a 15-minute timer. I do 15 minutes of lead generation Monday to Friday. I set the timer, and if I'm not done in 15 minutes, I end it because I'm not going to spend my whole day on social media. Engage with your comments, message new followers, choose accounts in your niche to engage with. We are about creating community, not this toxic competition between competitors. The more we create community, the more we collaborate with other coaches in our niche or service providers or products in our niche, the bigger the community gets. Have a day that you reignite older conversations. So maybe there was a conversation that you were having with a client and it ended. Reignite that conversation in your DMs. And always try to end your messages with a question to keep the conversation going. We want the conversation to keep on going. This is the real secret to creating a community online. This month has been particularly difficult for me, staying up to date with my posting on social media. But I have kept my lead generation going, and I've still built my community. I've still built more trust with those already in my community, and I have even still gained new followers. So if you find a time that you just can't keep up with posting on social media, keep up with your lead generation, because this is really what keeps your community going. Then finally, we get to the sales call. Once your audience has warmed up to you, is trusting you, is in your DMs, you can offer them a sales call. So even if you're not posting consistently online for a while, but you are continuing with your lead generation, you will still have people asking you for sales calls. You will still be talking to people with whom you can offer your sales call or your clarity call or your product, however you or whatever you are selling. So to end off, I want to look at some myths that we often hear about social media, and I have touched on some of them in the presentation. The first is that I have to be on every platform. No, to start off, you do not have to be on every platform. Choose one, get to know that platform, know how it works, and start posting as consistently as you can. Start with your lead generation so that the algorithm gets to know you and works for you. My social media is failing, so my coaching practice is failing. Absolutely not. Your coaching practice is not based on the worth of your social media. Social media marketing, like any marketing, is measurable, and you can make it work for you. Your worth is outside of social media engagement. Your business is outside of social media engagement. It's impossible to find clients online. Absolutely not. Everybody is online. So your clients are there. Your clients are waiting for you. You need to relate to them, connect with them, attract them. I have to post at specific times. This is not something I even follow, or I think when I see posts saying, post on Facebook at this time, post on Instagram at this time. No, because firstly, that's not what my analytics say. If you want to post at the best time, you need to go into your personal analytics. This is also how we measure social media, and we know which posts are also working. We might have an idea and think, oh, the quotes that I'm posting, that is doing really well. But when we look at our analytics, we see that actually they're not doing so great. Maybe that means I should stop making quote posts and I should work on more type of posts that are performing well. The same, you can see what time your clients are online. But again, it comes down to what you can manage. I cannot manage to post at the specific time that most of my audience is online, because that is a time when I need to do my toddler's bedtime routine. And not all posts are able to be scheduled. So it is a small thing that adds to your social media growth. Post when you can. And social media also works, the algorithm on most social media works on pushing it out to your audience, seeing how it does. If it performs well, then they will push it out again. But posts can perform well and have even gone viral, not in the first day that they were posted, but 5 to 7 days afterwards. So really posting at a specific time for me is not even something that will help my business grow. If it's something that is important to you, then yes, do it and look at your analytics, not at some random Pinterest post that's telling you when to post, but look at your specific analytics. I have to post loads of content and it's so tiring and I can't post loads of content. Again, what is manageable for you? Yes, the more you post, the more you will grow, the more audience you will have. But is it manageable for you? Is it manageable for you to make 5 to 7 pieces of content per day? And accepting that 3 pieces of content a week is manageable for me. That is what I'm going to create. And my growth may be slower, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have clients. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to make sales. You can still make sales with a low following. You can still make sales with up to 70 followers. So posting out loads of content to grow your following, to think that you need that to make sales is not actually manageable for a solopreneur. So do what is manageable for you. I need lots of time for social media. No. Unless you're a social media marketer, specifically running a social media agency, you shouldn't be on social media for the whole day. You are a coach working in your specific niche with your clients. That is your business. Your business operations should be taking up more of your time than just social media and social media marketing. So if you feel that social media is taking up too much of your time, then it is time to reevaluate. What are you doing on social media? What are you doing to create more leads? What are you doing to create a community? What are you doing to analyze what is working on your social media or not? So some mindsets to adopt. I make sales easily daily. Every day you can make sales easily. Before you open social media, before you start planning, tell yourself that I make sales easily daily. Believe that you make sales. And sales don't have to be hard. Social media doesn't have to be hard. If it's too difficult for you, make it simpler. Make it as simple as it is manageable for you. Social media works for my business. I'm not here trying to hustle for social media. Social media works for my business. My potential client is waiting to work with me. They are on their way. They are there waiting for their invitation. And my potential client is waiting to hear about my offer. Because how can they buy from you and work with you if they do not know what your offer is? Your offer is important because your offer is adding value to the world. And if not this, better. Better things are to come always. When we believe that and we know that sometimes engagement will be low on social media. That is how it works. It goes up and down. But better things are always coming. My worth is not based on my social media engagement. It's not based on engagement on social media because you are an amazing human being. You're not an avatar on social media. And my health is more important than social media. So much more important. Your health, your loved one's health is so much more important than social media. And it is absolutely okay to take a break from social media. Selling my offer is adding value to the world. Whether you sell it on social media or you sell it in real life or you sell it in the hundreds of other ways to sell, you are adding value. You are not salesy when you're talking about your sale. When you're creating awareness for your offer, you are adding value because your potential client is out there waiting for you and they want to buy from you. They want the solution that you are offering for their problem. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kath. I love that last bit as well, where you shared those value statements or identity things. You know, I make sales easily daily. If not this, better. Selling my offer is adding value to the world. With those kind of beliefs, we would really be able to get out there and not just do social media marketing, but the whole lot so much better. So I hope the NLP people took note of them. I've got some of my beliefs in check, but I wrote a couple of them down for myself. Thank you.
Boom! You made it here! Good on you. Make sure you click the subscribe button below and check out the playlist at the end. If you'd like to come along to our Sunday sessions where we host a live free Q&A for our students and members, you're welcome. I'll see you there.